don't do any kind of fishing at all, but these are definitely cool for the collection. Talk about being shallow. Don't even know if I can make it through the gap. Dang, look at that. One last time. One last time on the kayak for 2022 maybe. I might be coming out of here, get on a kayak maybe 2 or 3 more times throughout the winter. I gotta try that thing for the first time, you know. It's been a long time since I've been out this time of year. I think 2017 was the last time I did this kind of thing. And look how beautiful it is. I got about 5 hours before it drops down to like 60, 59, 55. It's gonna be going down to 41 degrees tonight. And I'm out here like it's 96. But it's gonna be in the 80s today. It's gonna be in the low 80s. Why do you think I came out? For one last time, possibly. Just to get that fall feel in. I think the last time I did this, back in 2017, I think it might have been like, let me see. I know it's down there by Lower Roswell, you know, Riverside Park, Azalea Road, whatever it is. That part of Chattahoochee. And I think it might have been about the same time of year. Time is limited. Got to get moving. Want to experience as much as I can today in this beautiful place. Might see things differently now that they lowered the waters. Things might stand out. You know, the normal stuff. Like the rocks, the boulders. Stuff that, you know, normally is exposed thousands of years ago before they raised the water levels. Before they backed the lake up. Imagine all the garbage that's going to be sitting out here. Man. We're going to see some good things today. Try to get out in the lands a little bit. Walk around, stretch the legs. Look at some orange, look at some yellow, look at some red. Look at some pink. Look at some purple. Even though we're not in the depths of fall yet, it just began. Man, check that out. Look at that. We're in heaven. A fall heaven for real. Many times coming out here. They're moving us back. Look at what we get to look forward to today. I'm going to have to take like a few hundred pictures to get the feel in. I mean, we're immersed in fall leaves in the water. Different colors, oranges, yellows, whatever. Man, beautiful. This is exactly what I came out here for today. Just to chill. I mean, look at this. Imagine what it'd be like in the wintertime. You know, nothing on the trees, nothing on the bushes, nothing on the grass. Nothing but line work out here. I definitely got to get that experience in. The mixture of the crystal clear blue skies against the water. And nothing but beautiful line work out here. As it tells you how to get ready for the springtime, what's to come. Yeah, but let me tell you a couple of secrets when it comes to photography on how it works out here. In many respects, you know, I'm not professional, I'm just amateur. I am really. But I'm sitting out here going to try to get some cool angles today. You know, some different kind of selfies, that kind of thing. Fall leaves all around, in the water, out of the water. Dang. The ladies out here already made us one for the future. Check this thing out. Let me see if I can make my rounds. That thing's gonna be sitting there for a while until somebody notices, but somebody has already noticed. That would be us. Hold on, I'm trying to get my bearings right here. It's right at the top. You will never notice. They made me look at it. You know, I can't collect these things anymore. Plus, this is a federal crime if I even were to, you know, manipulate its being. Trust me, I don't know what a federal crime is out here. I just try not to touch. You can't collect, I know that much. There it is right there. Probably not gonna be able to see it. Perfect triangle right there, sitting on the edge. Combined with the mother, where it came from. The main Pangea. And just over time, it just broke off into that perfect shape. What you know about that? They knew I was going to see it. Just like I see everything out here. Look at that. They got the light so perfect on top of that rock. Let me go ahead and get some more pictures. Very nice indeed. They got the light just right. The cold waters never felt so good. Trying to get that feel in. Trying to feel it. It's going to be getting cloudy. They said full-fledged cloudy. Full cloud cover. Starting about 3:30. Things going to be blocking out the sun, so I got to get that tan going on for the day, guys. Oh, beautiful fall. Very nice indeed. Temps going to be dropping. Got to get ready for that. Going to be looking for some art. Going to be looking for some treasure. But you know us, we're always looking for the treasure, aren't we? We are. You're looking at one of them. I tell you that 1,000 times in my videos. You're going to say, oh no, here it goes again. Well, when it comes to the changes in seasons, like in the South and all the other places that, you know, have a fall and a winter, the truth is always going to be just right in front of your face, you know. As you go out looking for treasure, they try to point to where the gold is, you know. And you're looking at it. Depends on what tree it is. They're going to show you where the gold is. They are. And you'll always find that gold as long as you look up. You'll see it. Part of the truth about fall, what nature teaches you when it comes to the main treasure. Treasure of heaven, of course. Heck yeah. There's that gold right there. Wonder if they want me to go climb that thing. You know. Whatever. But you know, I'm just going to be chilling today. I got the Budweisers ready to go. 2 tall boys. Got to make the buzz wear off considerably before I get back on the road. Man, look at that thing. Take them reference pictures for life. I know this is going to be one of my little boring Da Vinci videos. It's not really boring. I'm just trying to, get things done within the life that I have. And this is part of it. I keep having to take a break. Not because I'm tired, because I see things differently. I see all the opportunity to build a mind, a memory for this fall season. Heck yeah. Gotta snap those pictures. Gotta build on the tan. No suntan lotion today, guys. None. But this is the perfect spot. It is. Look at all the gold treasure right there, dotting the side of the trees in this stretch of land right here. How many do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see about 8 or 9 gold pieces. Trying to blend in with the green. I know there's a lot of things I talk about in my videos that the human race has never conceived in their own mind, never thought about. But the trick is, if you know what the treasures are, all of them, you will always be able to find all of them. I mean, look at all the gold nuggets. I know it's just symbolism. But I got to tell you something, though, when it comes to that kind of symbolism. What's the main type of lumber used in the state of Georgia? Basically the South. Evergreens, right? Pine trees. The pine forests that give us the wood to help us build, And a mixture of other ones. But the pine trees, they outnumber everything considerably. They do. All over the place. Every time you look at those Google Earth images, whatever, satellite images, even landscapes, use your drone images. Try to, get up above the trees. In many respects, you see a lot of green. Even in the depths of wintertime, you see nothing but a sea of green in the landscape. You talk about endless life. Forever living, forever life. The evergreens. Just like the pine trees. It's weird when it comes to that concept, though, because they're supposed to symbolize everlasting life because they're forever green, right? But you shorten their life by cutting them down too quickly. Some of the most significant trees out there can teach you a lot, but you just end their life so quickly. But when it comes to treasure out here, what if it was designed like that? What if the forestry department, the governments, what if they knew about the treasures in a different way, What if it's just part of the code when it comes to the trees, the planting of the trees? Now think about this. Think about those evergreens. After about maybe 1850, 1870, they cut down all the cedars, all the hardwoods, and planted the landscapes with pines, the evergreens. But every so often, a piece of gold will stand out, dotting the landscapes. Even on the Google Earth images, you can always find that gold if they get the image right. The fall images. You look for the gold. But I'm not saying that's where the gold is. It's something different when it comes to that. When that one bit of gold appears out of nowhere, in the midst of a bunch of pines, in the middle of the forest, and you spread out the image. What if that's symbolism? What if it is, guys, that they designed these regions in the South, especially in the state of Georgia, to plant the pine forest and just randomly plant a golden masterpiece to help keep the code alive, to help you realize it's there if you only knew what the code was. That you can find it. The gold, the treasure, dotted across the landscape of the world in multiple locations. But you can't forget the main treasure of all, the trees of life, the life itself, the one that holds the secret. And that's the honest to God truth. You know what? I wish that blue sky was making its way to where we are now. Gotta get that sun in, guys. Man, look how beautiful that is, though. But actually, you know what? The blue skies are moving out. You gotta play that game of contrast, What's moving in, what's moving out. Rationally, the clouds are moving in. The hazy clouds. These guys. Looks like we might only have about 30 minutes. Because that's going to be blocking out the sun for the next day and a half. Just like one of the entities out here told me one time, I need to be more thankful, though. I'm not complaining about it. I'm not. It's just maybe they're trying to protect me from getting too much sun out here in this mid-October day. Not to overindulge myself like it's, mid-June or something like that, late May, early July. They're just trying to keep me humble when it comes to this kind of thing. What the heck are they pushing me? Talk about the strong arm of the law out here. Laws of nature. Blowing us backwards, man. I had to work that hard to get this far. And look what they're doing. Wonder why. Check that out. It's just mind-boggling with the bedrock right here. All throughout this part of the, Chattahoochee. All these rocks that used to be underground. How they wash out over time when the erosion starts over the past, 75 years? That's crazy, though. I mean, look at all this building material. That's wild. Man. Here we go with a slow boat that's going about walking speed. And they're going to be right next to us, too. They can go a little bit faster. I'm in chill mode. I just want to be left alone today. Man, while I look at the cool stuff right here, that's crazy, though. exactly where I am by just looking at the stump. That was cut probably 85 years ago. Dang. But anyway, that's Don Carter State Park, I think. An extension of it, one of the largest state parks in the state of Georgia. I really haven't explored, not really. Come out here a couple of times just to get on the kayak. On that side of the park, you know, where you have to pay. But that was way back in like 2018, before I started discovering more places to go. More kayak spots, put-in spots, whatever you want to call it. Boat ramps. Don Carter State Park. It'd be nice to come out here for a few days, walk through the lands, try to spot some major trees of life or something. Make sure I got the tape measure in hand, ready to go. Wonder what the odds are there's a few giant trees of life out here. I don't know though. From what I've seen on the satellite images, all I see is nothing but green, like the pine trees and all, and that's it. But maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'll figure it out later. But this is a wide landscape for real though. You talk about humongous. It's like it just keeps going on forever, really. They got horse trails. They got, not dirt bike, but four-wheeler trails. I don't know if they have hunting out here this time of year. I don't know if they allow it. But it's never ending out here. It'd be nice to explore if I have the time. Who knows what we might find. Danger zone. No, I'm not about to get out. You step foot in this thing, you're going to go knee high in silt. Not going to be able to get out. You're asking for trouble. We're stuck. Not really. They just pulled me in this place. Cool though. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. That's one thing I was thinking about though. Like if I came out here in the wintertime, you know how it's going to be easy to see the bigger trunks? I mean, without the makeup on, you can see all the line work. You can see the stems of the trees. You can see the bigger ones versus the small babies. Which will draw you out even further. Draw you out in the summertime. You'll be able to pinpoint the trees. The largest ones out here on the edge of things. But look at this gargantuan boulder that's been exposed after Lake Lanier flooded. Hundreds of millions of years old, possibly. That's a big A rock for real. Just sitting there. Was covered up by about 6 to 10 feet of dirt, silt, until they leveled it off. Here they come, the leaves. They are falling. Hope the Almighty isn't going to say that they're dying, because they might think that they're dying when the life gets wiped off the trees. That's what I thought about when I got the EVP at Amicalola Falls overlooking the, the hillsides in that little quiet spot on that dirt road section. Someone chimed in and said that they were dying. I kind of figured that might have been the Almighty, the God. Well, because in a lot of my other videos, but entities say, save God's life. All this other jazz. You must save God's life. But I was thinking about that though. I mean, what if they are always thinking that they're dying when that time comes, when something happens? Like when the sun starts to set, they might think that they're dying because they go into darkness. You know? Like a kid being scared of the dark when they turn off the lights. Same thing about the life. Same thing about the green changing colors, falling to the ground. And it looks lifeless. What if the Almighty thinks that they're dying because of that? You know? Would it make you feel the same way if you were in their position? Would it? Think about that one. Will it make you feel that you're dying if there was something that you couldn't really control at that moment? The evolution of your body. Your body is just working because it's yours. And it's the nature of it. And it just happens. Beautiful place. I know not so much this stuff right here, but I'm just looking. I mean, hey, there's a tire with a rim. And a pile of boulders right there. That's cool. You'll never find any kind of carvings out here ever. Because all these boulders and stuff that you're looking at, all these giant rocks that we see along the river, they were underground. And so when they backed up Lake Lanier, just over time with the waters and the waves and stuff like that, it just leveled things off, cleared off the ground and stuff, the erosion and all, exposing the dirt, exposing the rock, the pebbles, and eventually what? The giant boulders that were, 3 to 10 feet underground. And they rest on the banks now. So the natives would never carve rocks on, those, because they would never see them. What a shame indeed. But who knows what they did leave behind. Of course I'm still sitting here, looking at all this, trying to inhale what I can, the right way. The smells of the fall. You talk about a perfect combination. You got summer, winter, fall, and spring, all combined in one single feeling, emotion of it all out here. You do. It's 83 degrees out here in the thick of the fall. Leaves are falling, wind is blowing, the sun is out. Talk about a perfect combo. Memento for our travels today. Looks like someone lost a hat. Added to the studio, ready for the fashion show. Earth. Cool. kind of artwork do we have here? Another Pate balloon. Trying to keep my balance. Look at that. Fall. Oh wow, look at that. Ready for the art. Let me grab it. Garbage. Oops, getting away. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and grab all of it. It's like it's staring you right in the face. Really. When they raised the waters, when they built the dam, things eroded away the land, the soils. Exposing the granite rock. Flawless. But over time, with the different levels of the lake, the waters, as they were set, raised and lowered, were set at different intervals during flood stages, times of drought, exposing different kinds of layers, the layers of color, but layers in general. It's a lot of layers right there. A bunch of lines. It's almost like I'm looking at the lady from the side, tilted over, looking at the lady in elevation differently. It's like you have to take the waters to expose the layers, to create the layers. Because everything was created in layers, piled on top of each other. All the line work used to create something else. Beautiful. I am where I am, of course. But if Lake Lanier wasn't even here, then I would be someplace else, required of me to notice the signs all around. Welcome to fall. Welcome to fall in heaven. Hey, there's the most scarlet looking leaf I've seen so far. Dang, look at that. At least the most red so far. Man, just you wait. It's about 5:30. Clock is ticking. I'm about to throw on my shirts. Even got my light jacket. It's about 68 degrees right now. The temp has dropped, man, considerably since the sun has been hidden behind the trees. Look how cloudy it's getting. It's like the white gray sky. No rain forecasted, nothing like that. But you know, if there was going to be a major backup of some crazy looking bottles up in here, this would be the spot. It's not even a creek, it's just one of those backup zones. I'm just going to get out, take a stroll around, that's it. Stretch the legs. Might see something cool. I've already been collecting some major things. A hat. And some old school garbage. That's about it. Yeah, look at that thing right there though. Da Vinci style. They got the lines just right. And they got the colors just right too. Oh man, I'm a little bit stuck. That's all right. We'll make it out of almost anything, right? Dang, beautiful fall day. Time is limited. It's almost about 6 o'clock. What the heck do I get myself into out here in heaven? Just stretching the legs, you know? And look at this thing. I had to throw on the light jacket. It's chilly now. Never had a jacket on when I was in the kayak. Never have. It's weird the way I think about it though. I feel more naked now with the jacket on and the shirt underneath. I feel more naked now than I do without a shirt. You know, because every time I go out on the kayak, I always take the shirt off. Always do it in private though. Make sure I'm clear. Make sure nobody's around and I take the shirt off before I start getting the sun. Yeah, trying to improve that tan. But it's extremely weird the way I feel now. I mean, it's like when you go to bed with the socks on, you know? It's kind of like that same feeling, but I feel backwards about it sometimes. Never had some kind of weird jacket on, being out in a kayak. But what if that's just like foretelling the future? Trying to let the recorders out here know that I'm willing to come out when it's cold. In the kayak. But I won't be wearing these things right here. I'm going to be wearing the pants, you know? Trying to stay dry so I don't freeze myself to death. Hey, look, there's Nexus Road right here. You can tell it's Nexus Road. Look at the drop in the level. How it's leveled off right here. That's a road right here. That's an old road. Yeah, that's an old school access road right here. I don't know if it's for hunting back in the day. Trees have gone up. They've grown up through here. I don't know if it's some kind of trail. Looks like a road to me though. But what if it wasn't when they came out here and cut down all the trees? You know, the forestry department or something. Most likely that's what it was. But what if it's when they came out here? They needed access to come out here to survey the land, to take measurements, take height measurements, to try to see the effect of Lake Lanier. You know? Try to engineer what was going to happen. And they needed access out here to try to figure out the elevations to see what the impact was going to be like after Lake Lanier was created. Danger zone. Could you imagine? Could you imagine walking in that? You're going to say, why don't you do that thing? Experiment with it. You guys crazy. I don't think so. I'm just out here to look to see how the water's pushed the glass bottles and stuff like that, the plastic bottles. Because you know how it is with these backup zones like this. You know exactly how it is. This is where everything accumulates in spots like this. But I can tell you that the waters get fairly high. Not really looking around for anything in general. I don't really even have any garbage bags with me either to pick anything up. Well, that's cool. All right, all right. Looks like we're in the clear. Oh, look at that. Orange juice bottle from like 1991. Probably 2009. Probably 2017. You know, one thing about places like this is that usually old roads like this kind of lead to old bottle dumps and stuff. Oh yeah, this is what happened. All right. Here's the old road right here. And it was eroded away when they backed up the lake, when they created the lake. It took out the road right here, the little access road. Here's the dig out right here. That's crazy though. I know it just looks like erosion, but then it goes up and you can see the little house like a ditch, kind of. That's cool though. But I think we're in the clear. 2 red lines. I think that's public space. Anything inside the lines is public space. I could be wrong with that though. I mean, every time I go out exploring in the woods, I see those lines all the time. And if they're on one side of the tree, it means that side is public space within those lines. They kind of mark trails like that, like hidden trails inside the woods and stuff like that. So I guess that's private property. Yeah, all right. Man, dangerous. I bet there's like a washing machine out here. Dishwasher. Retro for real. Vintage. Oh, I see something blue up there. Huh. What else could be out here besides a bunch of plastic bottles? But there's some blue up on the hill. Hey, there's a glass bottle. Maxwell House, I could tell you that in a heartbeat. That's Maxwell House. I could tell by the top. I know my tops. Where's that thing at? Out here with the jacket on. What you know about that? It's like the good old exploring days. This time it's in the kayak. You're talking about feeling naked while being fully dressed. Is that a makeshift geocaching box? What the heck is that thing? It's our color. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, of course, of course. It's an antifreeze bottle. Not exactly what I want to see. Maybe it's just telling me how high the waters get, but that would be virtually impossible out here to get this high. Yeah, the deer just got it up here. They put it in their mouth, and they drug it up here. Oh well. I thought it was something more magical. Avon, huh? Sounds pretty dang cool walking on these leaves all day like this. You don't get the full experience of fall unless you hear that sound, right? What about the ones who can't hear it though? Like the ones who are deaf? I guess they have to like touch it though and feel it. If they touch and feel it, maybe they can actually hear it by just touching it, you know. There's a little tributary right here. What the heck am I doing? It's like 6:05 right now. I got less than an hour to get back before it gets dark. And I keep going further. I keep going further. Look at this though. This is so weird. Okay. This is like the 7th one though. And that one's on its way. Oh, that one's cracked. Okay. But still, look at this though. This is like the 7th one I've seen so far. It's just got random holes in them. I mean, the bottles aren't even busted. They're not broken fully. They just have pieces that are... Shut your mouth, man. Dang. They just have pieces missing from them. Every last glass bottle I've seen so far. What the heck is going on in my life? I know you're going to say, cool collector's item. Look at that. It's missing the puzzle pieces. Nearly impossible for every single glass bottle out here to have a piece missing or two. Dang, that's cool. I bet these waters are ice cold right here. Hey, we found our first arrowhead of the day. Owned by the government. Well, they're not too bad. They're not ice cold. It's getting too late to be doing this kind of thing. What the heck am I doing? They don't realize how long it takes to paddle myself back. But they know I'm always looking for that heaven. Imagine if the light was coming through here at 3 o'clock. And well, we wouldn't be out here in the summertime. We'd be asking for trouble out here. But I'm trying to find that one single spot where everything comes together, you know? That one single location where everything comes together. That's what I'm looking for. There's that one apex, that one part of the curve, where everything is just clumped up in one single pile, you know? That's what I'm looking for. Haven't found it yet. Maybe it doesn't exist up in here. But what definitely might exist would be the snakes. Deja vu. It's like I've been here before. Go figure. I mean, this would be the backup zone right here. But it's spick and span out here. It's flawless. It just jumps up. The elevation does. The topography. It just increases dramatically right up in here. Wonder what was on this hill right here. A little incline. Hey, there's a flashlight. This would be the spot where everything just backs up and accumulates. Right here on this corner. I don't see too much though. That's a good sign. Maybe someone decided to come out and clean up Da Vinci style. You're going to tell me, why don't I get the rest? That might be a good idea. Man. Beautiful fall zone. I mean, you're not seeing the colors that my eyes are picking up on. All I see is orange, yellow, brown. That's it. And some reds and scarlet. That's all my eyes see. Well, with the green mixed in between. Hey, that rhymed. Definitely got to try to come out here at a different time. Take a look around. Very cool indeed. Let's make our way back to the kayak. It's getting late. Don't need to be asking for trouble out here. I don't know about you, but I'm having a blast. I don't want to go. It's already like 6:20. I got 40 minutes to paddle my butt back to the parking location. A lot of good signs today. They know it makes me talk when I see them. Man, what a beautiful day indeed. Even though the sun's not out, it's always going to be beautiful still. You got to learn how to be more thankful. It gives you a different kind of experience. For real. It's like a different kind of bucket list. You come out when it's cloudy, come out when it's raining, come out when it's snowing, come out when it's 110 degrees, come out when it's sleeting, come out when it's day, come out when it's night, come out when it's morning. Time to get back on the water. Looks like the sun is setting ahead of schedule, man. Time to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed a little fall kayak video. Definitely got to do this more often. Even if it's cold, might see something differently. Definitely a good day. See you in the next video.